I have a follow-up question on that. We all look for ways to get better, whether it is at life, professional, personal, social. We want to get better at what we are. So that makes sense as how that could lead to happiness. There is this vision that we have as an individual. We could also say that it is our passion that we want come to fruit in our professional life. But I've noticed that especially those of us who are fresh out of the academic realm into the professional world have limited knowledge, first of all, on what the vision or passion really is. And I think that reflects a little bit in our education system, but I think that's a different topic altogether. But there is not clear picture of that vision yet. And even if you have a fair idea of where you want to go, there is that opportunity. Actually, there is the point that it will constantly evolve. Your vision that you're trying to achieve will evolve along as the time progresses with the new learnings that you get, with new exposures that you get. So how can the organization then keep up to par with the evolving vision that the individual would have?
Very, very interesting question, Neha. Very interesting. This dilemma, since beginning it starts. When you have early stage, you don't. Sometimes you're lucky. You very clearly you know that what is your life goal. But as you move forward, it changes. So there's a life cycle of individual. It is not only true with the individual, also with companies. Company do have their own life cycle. Believe me, every organization starts with solving a problem and then they go to solve another problem. Otherwise, they will not exist because they have to enlarge their vision. Now, similar thing with individual also. So as they move forward, and I'm talking about passion as a emotion which compels you to put your 100%. It's not specific to any one topic. It's not hobby. Passion is not always hobby. Passion is something where you have an intensity inside you and you can work in that dimension without eating, sleeping, drinking. It's like you are having dreams awake in your, what Dr. Kalam said. Dreams are those which you actually visualize when you are awake, not when you are sleeping. So when you get that kind of stuff, maybe in your college days, see, look at many people in college days do a lot of extracurricular things. They work hard for the college festivals and all. They are not paid for it, but they do it. So that is the time they get that as part of their inspiration. See, when I say passion, I'm talking about inspired working. A working which gives energy, which is less than rat race. Even if that person does not get a recognition, he's very happy because it is inside driven. Because ultimately that pleasure comes from inside. So when he put that 100%, he worked hard on that. Even at the end of the day, because of some reason, the result is not in his hand and he or she is not recognized, he's happy. So that is passion. That part is passion. So as it keeps on changing, the person does not have to worry. You don't have to really be fixed, but yes, you should not change it too often also. So what you have to do, you have to experiment in initial days, and life is very limited. So over some time, you will get a high intensity on something, maybe one or two causes, and these causes have to be driven by your empathy, your value system. You know what is business? I always tell business has got two sides of the same coin, which is value. One is called value creation, another is called values. So values are very individual. Which kind of family you are bring up, which kind of country you are in. So your culture and values are very personal, but organizations do have their own culture and values, and they want individual values to match the organizational values. Similarly, individual wants their passion to match organizational passion. Now you see, this is like a barter system. And if you do that, that's the soft spot, that's the sweet spot when you get everybody working with a profound cause. So as you rightly said, that the people have to experiment, no issue. Sometimes people don't get the job what their passion is. So what they have to do, very easy. They have to relate. For example, in the initial days, the manager sends you only to do a photo state, photocopy. You are a trainee and you're only photocopies, but nobody stops you to look at what is there on the document. Nobody stops you to look at what you can learn out of it, and then you can do something very profound relation to that. So you can relate to your work to something larger purpose. This is an art. I think we must teach everybody this art. For example, today we are talking. It can be simple LinkedIn talk, but it can also go from dialogue to action. We can build a club for happiness. We can bring people together so that the KPI of life should be changed. People should not go and chase this rat race. Everybody talks and complain of rat race, but who changes it? Nobody. So why not we bring them together? So every job can be related to your passion if you want, on a longer perspective. That's fully possible. That's fully doable. So as you rightly said, both from the leadership level and also from the employee level, they need to keep on working on matching this. Sometimes you change the department, sometimes you change companies. You must change your organization. If it is too toxic for you, maybe it is not toxic for others because the values matches with others, but not with you. So it is very individual. Then you need to change your organization also. Sometimes the life cycle of company changes. The same vision of a company changes over time. Somebody was in a different business of giving, let's say, medical equipment. Now they are moving to electronics for something else, and it is not matching with your values. You don't feel that power and energy. You change your organization. So all those options are possible for people, because if you are working on your passion, I guarantee you will succeed. And if the passion comes together for the organization will succeed. Their financial KPIs will be one of the best in the industry. You can drive the market.